Well, bit of an important update. Bernie wins. It's been called. 82% reporting, 83% reporting.
Wow.
26-24. Bernie Sanders has won the state of New Hampshire. That's right. Bernie wins. Bernie wins.
I'm not excited. Keeping it together, KIT. Keep it together, keep it together, keep it together.
There you go. So, look, Bernie had a lead throughout the night. It did close as a number of precincts reported. Not every news organization has called it yet, but the New York Times needle has moved significantly. David was just about to give an explanation of that. David Dayen, of course, executive editor of American Prospect, prospect.org, check that out. But at least one of the news organizations has called it. The lead is big enough now with few enough precincts left to go that Bernie Sanders is going to win the state of New Hampshire. As we told you earlier in the night, likely they're going to split the delegates. I know it's deeply frustrating, but that is how it works. And so, but most important is perception. That is why cable news has been working around the clock today saying, remember, and this is literal, someone on MSNBC said this morning, what's important is not who wins. You don't want to win in New Hampshire. The most important is who comes in third. That's the real winner. So by that metric, congratulations to Amy Klobuchar.
She did it.
She came in third. For a while, she was in second, and I thought, oh my God, that's a tough break.
Yeah, at least she got settled into the position that was the winning position.
That's right. So don't celebrate Bernie too much because obviously the real winner is the person who came in third. No, but to be fair, Buttigieg about 2 points behind Bernie Sanders. That's closer than the polling indicated. Klobuchar with a fantastic showing at about 20 points, and so due credit to her, and we've been giving credit to her throughout the night. Warren with honestly now a disastrous showing. We got to be honest about it. At a little over 9% in fourth place, Joe Biden even more disastrous, a little under 9% in fifth place. Ran out, left to go to South Carolina, live streamed for under 3 minutes to his supporters in New Hampshire. So obviously 3 people have a very good night tonight with Bernie Sanders having the best night because despite what cable news might tell you, winning is actually the goal. But 2 people with a terrible night, and that's Biden and Warren.
NBC has called the race too, so I mean, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you look at all the things that came together here. You have right-leaning independents with an incentive to, play in the Democratic primary.
Yeah.
You have students having a very difficult time to vote. You apparently had to register a car or something in New Hampshire in order to be able to vote in the primary. These are all things that play against Bernie Sanders, and yet he was able to, get a victory. Probably had a larger victory in Iowa if you go by the raw numbers, but he was able to get that victory.
Yeah, so now let's keep it real based on the popular vote, which is what matters, especially in 2 races where it was all about perception. Bernie Sanders has won the first 2 races. He has won Iowa and he has won New Hampshire. Now he's got momentum going into South Carolina and Nevada, and Biden has lost all momentum. It is gone. There's no Joe-mentum. In fact, it's a word that Ben Mankiewicz and I invented on Old School. He's got no momentum. Okay, nice. And so Steyer does really well in South Carolina, according to the polling, because he spent a tremendous amount of money advertising in South Carolina. David pointed out earlier in the night that he had 9 out of every 10 ads in South Carolina among the candidates. So how much will Biden deteriorate in South Carolina? How much of the vote will Steyer get out of nowhere? Will Bloomberg show up in those contests? How much does Bernie hold? Is Klobuchar real? And does Buttigieg disappear among this, or does he galvanize more of the moderate to conservative votes? So now the South Carolina and Nevada are even a bigger mystery. Before Iowa, you would have said, no, Biden's gonna win South Carolina. Then it's a real question of what happens in Super Tuesday. Now, after Iowa and New Hampshire, or actually I should say after Iowa, but before today, I would have said Bernie has the best chance in South Carolina because it looks like, according to the polling, he was gonna win by 7 or 8 here, but he didn't. He only won by 2. So right now, if you told me who's gonna win South Carolina, I have no idea. I think it's gonna be Bernie because I think they're gonna split up the vote too much among the moderates and conservatives. But it's gonna be a nail biter. Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.